king right now. So, and the other reason why I took that extra, I went over the limit right there, because once we dev'd, it was going to change the ratios afterwards. So this is going very well. It's 4 years there. We'll probably still dev, especially the Diplo. Well, maybe not the Diplo very much more. I want to try to keep the Diplo for these two ideas. We need to get 1,200 more Diplo into this yet, so. And we've already annexed a vassal, so. No, usually I would take this money since we have no problems with money. Admin is really where we need it right now. Now, Saxony, that's a level 3 fort, huh? If we, I don't know, sent a couple righteous dudes over here. I don't think I did the math quite right on that, but, you know, whatever. Also, we go siege this, so Brandenburg doesn't get anything important. That would be fine with me, too. I will let Brandenburg siege this down, but I am going to siege down the rest of this stuff. Why is what? Is this a different country? Or is this already sieged? Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. Then we're going to loot the hell out of Saxony while we're at it. One more tick or two more ticks? Guess we'll see. The nice thing also with getting a capital to 30 is it counts for this large city. So this will increase our splendor. Oh, definitely want one of these. Try to take advantage of that reduced construction cost as much as we can. I'm a little bit more comfortable with Bohemia than I am other HRE countries because I don't feel the need to play the diplomatic PU game with them, especially with these Hussite events. They kind of drive you away from it. So often when people play the Austria game, it's Royal Mary Burgundy, try to get the Burgundian inheritance, and then try to inherit Spain, and then try to get Bohemia and Hungary and PUs, and it's just this RNG PU game that's, I'm sure, very efficient and exciting when it works, but it's got to be awfully frustrating when things don't go your way too. So, now the nice thing is I have claims on all these lands, so he's going to know I'm a little bit interested in this stuff, right? Now the interesting thing is if he actually gives them to me, we could take them on. So he didn't give us anything. So, no. I opened my mouth. That's how that worked. However, Brandenburg did become a little bit strong. I guess we'll improve relations with him. We have to get to the coast someday, and I was thinking going through Brandenburg would... Yeah, seriously. It's just, I don't... Austria is just such a... Ugh. It's not how I like to play. I want to turn off my forts. Now we're getting to the point where we can probably attack Bavaria again pretty soon. 32, 34, another couple years it's going to tick down to reasonable levels. And I want to take 2 provinces again. I want to take this. I mean, I'd like to take 3. But I'm also fine with taking 2 and releasing Augsburg. So I also want to get this at some point so that I can make this a state. Alright, let's mill maybe? Oh yeah, let's do a mill. There we go. Alright. Truce with Bavaria is up. Let's turn these edict. Well, actually, let's turn the institution spread on now. since we want that to really spread farther, right? Present. So it should spread throughout this state now faster, which is exactly what we want. This is an excellent state. Mission. What is our mission? No current missions. Ah. Well then. Another thing we can do, we're not going to be attacking Würzburg anytime soon. We can improve relations with some of these people around us to try to make them not hate us so much. The Ottomans want us to fight Venice, and sure, it'll help us get favors. So, might even go down there and siege something up for them. I am not emperor, at least in the game. I might be emperor in real life. You'd never know, but I am not emperor. I do not want to be emperor at this moment. Oh, all right. I guess Venice knows where the real threat's at. So, we are Hussite Bohemia. We took the event to cast off the horrible Habsburg dynasty and install our God King, whatever this guy's name is. I should learn to pronounce it. I'm sure there's somebody on YouTube that'll tell me in the comments. I actually get YouTube comments now. It's a little weird. I get emails that say, hey, I like whatever you're doing and all that stuff. So that's kind of interesting. Thanks for coming, Venice. For our Siena's next up. So that's good. Or they'll fare any better. It does not look like it. Thanks, guys. So, Ottomans, I've wiped out their armies for you. If you want to come over here and do the sieging now, that's fine. I think just Naples is left. My plan for Emperor is once the League Wars start, lead the Protestant League, install a Protestant Empire, become Emperor at that point. So at the moment, whatever Austria wants to do is fine. I don't really care. I will craft the empire in my Protestant image once we're done. Right now, I just need to eat. Enough people around me to stand up to Austria-Hungary, Poland to Lithuania with a Kalmar Union alliance. You know, because everybody gets personal unions except me. Not that I want any. Personal unions are gross and disgusting. Totally not cool, not fun, and not interested in them at all, ever. Let's see what Muscovy thinks of us, because we do want to get an alliance with them at some point. 32 and 14. Getting closer. As they eat more of the Great Horde, they're going to get closer to us, and they're going to become more interested in Poland also. So, what's our war contribution? That's right, I've done 50% of the work. Ottomans, you're welcome. I would like to get some more of these up, even in places that are not stupendous. They will be stupendous at one point. I'm sure I'll have extra mill. Oh yeah, but I need to save money for, you know, actually embracing this. 270. Oh no, the great general died. That's unfortunate. At least we have Paradubic here with 3 shock, so there's that. Let's get production, I guess, since we have some gold. That might help, right? When I say some gold. Okay, now look, buddy. Ramazan. Like, hey, can I stand next to you? I don't really know anybody here. It's a little weird. I don't actually want to go and attack. I'm just going to hang out with you while they're sieging stuff. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I can actually have a mission now. Become Emperor. Alright. Why not? And solidify our papal relations, because the Pope is totally down with people of the Hussite faith. Totally into it. Hussite heretic. Bosnia wants an alliance. Bosnia. I am drawn by the call of Bosnia, I'm not going to lie, but seems like that's just going to drag me down. At the same time, Bosnia has proved incredibly resilient in the past. But I don't see how this doesn't get me fighting the Ottomans at some point, or at least telling Bosnia that I do not want to help you fight the Ottomans. What else can I get claims on? Ostmark, sure. And then Lienz, and then that's pretty much it. I'm so bad at that. Oh, I need to say, yeah, well, let's build a couple more barracks. That won't give me that much more manpower, but hey, you know, whatever. Maybe they will eventually. I mean, we don't need to save up a ton, and we're not going to be teching up for a little while yet, but next idea will be economic. We have gold. We want to get that under control. We want to take use of florinomics. We want to get our interest down. France wants an alliance. Why? France, I will do you the honor of becoming your stalwart ally, France. You're lucky that I accepted. I'm pretty much a big deal. I don't know if you know that, France. I'm heavily in demand here, and this Bohemia thing is going to grow up pretty big, so you're lucky to get it on the ground floor. Now I just need to get that Muscovite alliance. Oh, Muscovy rivaled France. I'm sure that won't have any important historical ramifications. I can't think of any famous French people that ever attacked Muscovy and failed, right? That never happened. I hate when Britain gets an institution because it takes forever to get across the channel. It just, oh, it slows it down so much. Whenever Britain gets anything, it's like, well, I guess we're debbing that institution. What's our aggressive expansion like? Well, can I attack Bavaria? I probably could. Do I want that? Yeah, I want that. I also would really like to get that, actually. That'll help with rebels. We are going to be Protestant at some point. Any Protestant country can spawn printing press. So if they're any Protestant or Reformed, it's weighted towards German countries, I believe, but any country that is Protestant can get it. Which one of you is more important? Do I want to keep the nobility happy or the burghers happy? Well, I kind of want to keep the nobility happy. All right, our first one would be the aggressive expansion reduction, which will just counteract the Hussite aggressive expansion we have, I believe. Yeah, Hussite rule, so boom. But that only going to last for another, I don't know, 50 years or so, because our dude's, well, now he's infertile, so that is great. But we have this guy on the throne, right? So yeah, it can happen, I believe. I think the only requirement is to be Protestant. So it's weighted towards German, and I think it has an extra like priority toward German countries. But I mean, what can happen is the German countries could not go Protestant. Like Bohemia could get eaten, Brandenburg could decide to stay Catholic, and there could just not be a lot of Protestants here. And so at that point, it's going to look for other Protestants, right? And if England almost always goes Protestant, so that it would be in that situation where you'd see printing press not in Germany. I want to next year attack Bavaria, I guess. Naples is getting beat down by France. We have a French alliance. Yeah, let's. There's no reason to wait here. We can go for these guys start of the year. Probably even get them to pay for our Renaissance. Which one's the highest dev? 15, 8. Well, I want this one though, so we're going for that. Regensburg. All right. I mean, as always, easy, right? Do you actually have a siege pip? You do. Alright. And what level fort is this? 3, so I need 9 troops. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Let's go siege the rest of this stuff down. Might hold this war a little bit, just to try to get a little extra improved relations. It'll help having this now. We won't be super aggro because the Hussite thing. So this like people complain about Hearts of Iron 4. The soundtrack was excellent, so I quite enjoy it. Paradox is usually pretty good with their music. Except for that whole Swedish folktale thing they suckered me into. Never again. And when they do the fall Swedish folktale or the winter Swedish folktale, not getting those ones. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, still shame on me. Fool me 3 times, I don't think so. Ugh. Well, I guess we're losing some ducats. Well, you know, I mean, we can grab it back from them, right? And whenever those Swedish... I mean, I can turn it on if you guys want to. I can turn it on again. I turned it off because the other sound packs are working better for streaming and YouTube. But if you want to listen to that Swedish guy sing about whatever he was singing about, I'm totally down. Also, Ottomans, what's taking you so damn long? Like, seriously. How many people are in this war? You're sieging down roads. Good for you. Oh, our natural scientist died. Oh. I guess we're taking the prestige guy? Philosopher? Alright. I was thinking of subscribing to that Epidemic Sound for like royalty-free music. Might do that at some point. I think it's only like $10 a month or $15 a month or something. Bom, bom, bom. Oh, I'm glad Bavaria got a 2-star out of this. Now I can call in allies. Thanks, Brandenburg. You're a real bro. Get some claims on Poland now, just in case. I love how every country in the game can roll. I've gotten a 666 like one time in my life. I did it on stream actually. First time I've ever gotten a 666. The rival of our rival is Burgundy. Oh, alright. We can do that. Now, I want to hold this war to the end of the year for improved relations. Brandenburg. I guess we're done, aren't we? Bavaria. Oh, Ravensburg? Really? Alright, let's go. I mean, I maybe should bring more troops to this fight, but I'm being a little lazy. Not King Elector. I like that. Alright, Ravensburg, you want to peace out now, right? You want to peace out, right? Nope, you don't. I guess we're sieging down and we're taking money from you. Bavaria, what do I want? I want this important center of trade. I want your capital, which tells me there might be a little coalition. Might have to hold this war 2 more years. Until we get called for peace. Are you still my... I don't need to take all y'all. Like, this is fine, really. You still... I can't do that anymore. We could make you release Augsburg. Kind of want another border there, though. Let's look at the state situation. No, I do want all of that, because that's another state for me. So the only thing I don't want is Augsburg. So So really what I want from this is clear, this, right? Holy jeepers. Quite the aggressive expansion chunk of things there. Well, so if I want to take these 3 things, who could we push out? Savoy and Lorraine, probably pretty easy. We'll start there. We are going to hold this war with Bavaria a little bit. I want these 3 provinces. I don't see a need to wait. If I hold the war, we started in 72. We can hold it until 77 till we. Well, we're going to call for peace relatively short. I don't think call for peace will happen for 5 years, but it could happen anytime over war score 60%. I don't know. We'll see. I want to hold the war a couple years. Let our prestige and our advisor work for us. That'll tick it down. That is true. We do have France and the Ottomans and mighty Brandenburg backing us up, right? So bring on the coalition, right? So we won't be too scared of a coalition, but we can also just let our aggressive expansion tick down. The Ottomans love us. 9 favors. Look at that. We might even be able to attack Austria at some point. We can embrace Renaissance now. Great. It's good because I want to get economic fairly soon here. Don't know what we'll do with all these extra points. We might dev another province. Our gold province, perhaps, but it's another good province to dev in here. Oh, that, obviously Vratislav. We want to save this one for when we need like colonialism, though. This will be an excellent province to dev when we want colonialism. This one will be excellent too. This will actually, Regensburg will be another excellent province. I wonder what the best province in the game is for development. There's got to be like one best province, right? Like this is excellent, obviously. But then it has grain, so you'd have to find a province as good as Constantinople, but had cloth or cotton. Hungary is victim to the Habsburgs' virility, I suppose. And all the other personal union friends are teaming up with each other, so there's that. I'd kind of hoped, planned at this, maybe I'll get a chance at the Hungarian PU if I play Bohemia. Maybe I'll even get to claim the Hungarian throne. And maybe Poland will take a local noble, and I'll have a nice easy game, but none of those things happened. So we're going to have to use the Ottomans in France to beat down Austria, which, I mean, they can do. That won't be hard. It might be Poland first, though. And we just gotta hope Austria does not get the... Like, if you could Duke Louis here gets an heir, that'd make me really happy. Yep, Poles allied Denmark, who still has all of their dudes. Milan. Center of trade, cloth. I mean, yeah, that could be it. That really could be it. It could be Milan. It's Naples got grain, see. Venice is coastline. Firenze is hills, so yeah, it might be Milan. Who else? If I take this land right now, what are we looking at? Savoy is still in it. Lorraine, maybe? I don't really care about Lorraine. I'd like to keep Milan out of it if at all possible. Yeah, going east is going to be really rough, and especially for this achievement. which is to grab this province. We need to get coastline at some point. I mean, it might be easier for me to end up going through Venice, which would be hilarious, but it might be. Access to the Mediterranean, I'd have two people that are generally pretty active in the Mediterranean, so... I still think Poland's gonna fall to pieces at some point. Like, I don't have any confidence in Poland. They did pull in Moldavia, though. So I'm sure this is the game where they pull it all together. I would like a claim on Krakow, though, please. So we're holding this war just so I can take 3 provinces. In most cases, I'd be happy with 2. But given this situation, we'll be able to state 2 really good states. And we'll have almost everything except this one Palatinate core, which we're going to get at some point. Probably will be our next war. That's true. Poland only sucks if they ally you. That is exactly right. And yeah, we can take this one. Diplomatic annexation cost. We'll get our tolerance. Puts us really close to the aggressive expansion impact thing. That'll be excellent. We'll probably drop some admin and mill into one of our provinces. I don't know which one yet. Maybe our gold. Well, not our gold province. A wine province, maybe. I want to save this one until colonialism pops. These ones are pretty good to dev. Just casually, I guess. This will also be an excellent province to dev at some point, so this might work for... we'll have a pretty high chance of printing press, so I don't think we'll have to dev for anything else. Probably just colonialism. If at all. Oh, Ravensburg. We could have pieced Ravensburg out a long time ago. Just, you know, usual stuff. All your money, war reps, give up this, and yeah. Deving some of the manpower stuff might be pretty good, smart actually. Our manpower is not that impressive. We are going to have to go a little bit tall, but we're also really close to Tech 7, so there's no need to spend any of this stuff yet. Only dev when we're ahead of time. What can I do with you right now? What are we looking at here? Still a pretty hefty coalition if we do this. Nothing's really ticking down like I hoped it would. Got Savoy out, though. If I get Ferrara out, no need to. Already out. So getting Switzerland out might not be a bad idea. Low quantity. I haven't got quantity in forever. I was thinking about it for some of the larger blobbing games, like you could it'd be much easier to manage wars on multiple fronts, but even then, I don't know of many situations where I would take quantity anymore. Maybe it's the Ottomans or France. I was playing a game with those, and I was just trying to be really super aggressive, because they'd have economies where you could manage a large army off the bat. So any rich country, really. I like, yeah, I always go defensive first, almost always. I'll be going defensive first this game. But, I mean, aristocratic calls to me sometimes. Looking forward to these aristocratic changes they were talking about, too. manpower in there is pretty nice. I think it gets a buff. War, I mean, that's excellent too. The diplomat's really nice. Like, there are reasons to take it. It's just defensive is so much better, and then offensive right after is... Oh, excellent.